Want to have the best possible experience in Switzerland? Then these 10 simple tips will make your trip smoother, more enjoyable, and even save you money. All of this in this video and more, because this is Switzerland Insider. My name is Greg, I'm Swiss, and my goal is to help you experience Switzerland like a local. Now, when people think of Switzerland, they often picture the Matterhorn or Interlaken. And yes, those places are amazing, but Switzerland has so much more to offer. Regions like Graubünden, Ticino, and the Jura are just as breathtaking, often with fewer crowds. Graubünden has fantastic alpine scenery and world-famous train routes like the Glacier Express. Then, Ticino feels like a slice of Italy with palm-lined lakes and Mediterranean vibes. And the Jura? Perfect for peaceful hikes and hidden gems. So if you want to see a whole different side of Switzerland, then subscribe to this channel and you can join me exploring these places. Now you might be thinking, when's the best time to visit Switzerland? And the answer here is, it depends. Switzerland isn't just a summer destination. No matter when you visit, there is something worth to experience. Spring is when the snow melts in the valleys, the flowers start blooming, and the crowds are still low. Summer is perfect for hiking, exploring the lakes, and enjoying the long daylight hours. In fall, the landscapes turn golden, and it's hiking season for the locals and for you too. And the things quiet down a bit before the ski season. And in winter, it's actually winter wonderland, so you can enjoy the snowy mountain villages that feel sometimes really out of a postcard. Of course, Switzerland's landscapes are spectacular. The mountains, lakes, and trails are incredible, but also a lot of people underestimate, for example, how quickly the weather can change or how tough some hikes can actually be. Just because a trail looks easy on a map, it doesn't mean it actually is. So if you're heading into the mountains, check the weather forecast, as storms can roll in fast in summer, and always wear proper shoes. Sneakers sometimes don't really cut it, and don't ignore trail signs and barriers. Some routes might be closed for a reason. And if you're swimming in a lake or a river, be aware of strong currents and cold water temperatures, even in summer. Now, when it comes to getting around, a lot of travelers think they need a car. But in Switzerland, that's often not the case. If you're renting a car in Switzerland and want to visit the highlights only, you're probably making your trip harder than it needs to be. The train system here is one of the best in the world. It's fast, reliable, and it takes you straight to the most scenic places without the stress of parking. Now, the public transportation system in Switzerland connects even the smallest villages, and they run like clockwork also. Plus, panoramic trains like the Glacier Express or the Benina Express turn the whole transportation bit into a really cool experience. So, with the right train passes as well, you will have a great time. Now, speaking of planning ahead, there is something you should know about Sundays in Switzerland. A lot of people panic when they hear that everything is closed on Sundays in Switzerland, but it's not really true, okay? Only most regular stores and supermarkets close. But plenty of supermarkets at train stations and in tourist areas stay open, so if you need groceries or essentials, you'll still find options. And beyond shopping, nothing else really stops. Restaurants, public transportation, museum, and mountain excursions, they all run as usual. Now let's talk about food, because in Switzerland meal times work a little bit different than what you might be used to. If you're used to eating dinner late, you might run into a problem in Switzerland. Most restaurants start dinner service early and close their kitchen by 9 or 10 p.m. Now if you show up too late, you might be left with nothing but a gas station sandwich. Now lunch is also a bit on a schedule. Many places serve it between 11:30 and 2 p.m. and then close for a break before dinner. And in smaller towns, finding food outside of these hours can be a bit tricky. Now, another very important thing is to plan your transportation. And one of the biggest mistakes travelers make is buying a rail pass or transportation ticket before planning their itinerary. Now, Switzerland has multiple transport options, and picking the wrong one can cost you money and sort of ruin the experience you have here. So first, figure out where you want to go and what you want to do. Mountain trips, scenic train rides, or city visits. What's up for you? Then look at which transport option makes the most sense for your trip, okay? The Swiss Travel Pass is great for some travelers, but for others, regional passes or half-fare cards are the better deal. Now, to make this decision easier for you, I've put together detailed Switzerland travel guides that help you decide where to go, what to do, so you can choose the best transport option for your trip, okay? You'll find the link in the description. Switzerland isn't cheap, but you don't have to overspend to have a great trip. There are plenty of ways to save money without missing out on experiences. For transport, some places offer guest cards that include transportation in the area, and if you're flexible, save-a-day passes booked in advance can be a very good deal. Many museums are included in the Swiss Travel Pass, and some mountain excursions offer discounted tickets for early morning or as well later in the day. Even food can be cheaper, okay? Lunchtime menus are often much more affordable than dinner, and supermarkets like Coop and Migros sell fresh meals sometimes at a fraction of restaurant prices, or you can make your own picnic and enjoy it outside. Now, if you want even more ways to save money in Switzerland, check out my full video on how to travel Switzerland on a budget. You'll find the link as well in the description. Now, here's a tip that can save you some serious frustration. Don't assume you'll always get a spot. Switzerland might not seem like a place where you need reservations, but if you want to eat at a popular restaurant or visit a high-demand attraction, it's best to book in advance, especially in peak season. The same goes for scenic train rides like the Glacier Express, of course, as well, where they can sell out and last-minute tickets are not guaranteed. And finally, if you want to enjoy Switzerland without the crowds, here's the easiest way to do it. Switzerland's most popular spot can get packed, especially in the peak season. But there's a simple way to avoid the crowds, and that is start early in the day. Now, trains, mountain excursions, and attractions are much quieter in the morning, okay? If you're heading to places like the Jungfraujoch, Matterhorn Glacier Paradise, or Schildhorn, getting there on the first train of the day or the first cable car of the day means fewer people and sometimes as well better views. Now, by starting early, you will not only have a much more relaxed experience, but you will actually have an extra time in the afternoon as well to explore more. And even in summer, when the daylight's up to 10 p.m., you can even fit 2 full business days and actually almost double your vacation time. Now, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and visit my website switzerlandinsider.com for more cool information. See you soon around in Switzerland. Bis bald und tschüss.